Steve Wilkes today, probably on 3 different occasions, touched on how important it was to shut these guys down in the run. Has that been a huge focus this week?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they got 2 really good running backs, so they do some really good things. Very fast, physical running back. So, I mean, they get their running game going, then it just opens up a lot of stuff for them.
How influential is Steve Wilkes in it seems like the growth of your coverage skills has really taken off this season. How much has he influenced that?
I think it's a lot. I think just the way that he coaches us, the way he calls the game, and just the way that we're able to execute. I think it kind of goes all hand in hand.
How much of a headache is the German receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown for you all?
He's gonna be. I mean, he's a big problem. I mean, just watch the film. I mean, he's electric. Can get the ball down the field, can ball the short areas, and just make plays happen. So, I mean, for us, especially the secondary, we just got to know where he is at all times, and just know that golf likes to go to him. So,
How are you going to stop him from getting yards after catching a ball?
after you catch it, you gotta tackle him.
Dre, I think you guys have known about Juwan Jennings, intensity and kind of defensive mentality he has in the wide receiver position. He's getting a lot of attention for driving a guy into the Gatorade coolers.
No doubt.
Do you respect just kind of that ferocity he plays with? Could he be like an honorary linebacker?
Oh no, for sure. I mean, you gotta respect that, especially out of a receiver. I mean, he's just the way that he's willing to block, the way he's willing to go across the middle. I mean, just the toughness and the energy that he brings to the team. I mean, just not to the offense, but to the defense as well. Like he could definitely be a defender on the defensive side as an offense. So, and he do play defense like that. We talk about it all the time. So, I mean, we just love his mentality on defense, and I mean, it kind of sets the vibe for how we're gonna play that game.
Kyle was saying when Juwan first got here, after a few practices, that he actually had to go to defensive players and say, "Look, this is just the way he plays.
Right.
He's not he's not being dirty. He's just playing to the whistle." And do you remember that? And you're pretty intense yourself. Did you guys ever get in little tussles over?
Oh yeah. Juwan, he'll get you. He'll get if you don't be thinking about it at practice. But I remember one time Juwan laid me out. And I know, right? It sounds crazy, but he did. And I was like, wasn't expecting it, but I mean, he did, and I was like, damn. But I mean, that's just the way that he goes. Like I remember just like watching film, and every time Kyle goes on the film, I mean, and he always just points Juwan out, like, I think he's doing this on purpose, but I mean, he's doing it to every guy that he lines up against, on game day. So, I mean, like that he's not doing it on purpose. And I mean, he's tempered it down a little bit in practice. He don't do it as much, but he definitely still get out there and let you know. But yeah, he definitely don't do that no more. So.
Diameter Lenore is known as feisty and scrappy, and how have you seen that really manifest into a very consistent and strong cornerback?
I mean, I love it in him too. Just the way that he attacks every day. That's just how he is. You could tell it in his mentality. You could tell the way that he works. I mean, and you can see it on game day. I mean, he's just all over the field, and sometimes you think that's our third linebacker out there, just the way that he be laying guys out. But he's in that nickel spot, and he's playing like a third linebacker. And I mean, we just got confidence in him just all around, just the way that he covered, the way he moves, and we know he's gonna come in and tackle somebody in the box. So. Demo one of my favorite players on the team. So just the way that he plays, the way that he moves, I mean, I like to see his growth.
He went from the outside to the inside and has still played at such a high level.
Yeah, it just shows his versatility. Like you could tell, like just all his life he's been outside, just playing football, just playing like just outside. So you could just see just the versatility of, like I said, the way that he moved, the way that his ball skills. Just the way that he catches on to things fast, and then just the aggressiveness, like with it just shows just kind of like, just a little bit, not, just kind of like to read people sometimes I do, and you could just tell like that he was just an outside kid, so that's pretty cool to see.
How loud it was in the stadium on Saturday. Is that something that you registered while you were running around after the pick, or do you black out in those moments? As a player, when can you gauge?
I was blacked out. I ain't gonna fake it. I was blacked all the way out. But, I mean, we do need Faithful to get loud, though. I know just throughout the game, it was just kind of when you winning and it's going good, you hear everything's loud and you can't really hear much, but just throughout the game, when it was going our way and not going our way, you can hear it die sometimes, and then Christian will bust out a run or something to happen and it just go crazy. So that's what we're trying to get just throughout the whole game next week is just that electricity that that you can hear and feel in sparks of the game. We're trying to get that to be the whole game.
From a tactical standpoint, that last drive, before the snap of the pick, how much do you think that did help the defense? The fact that they had to go extreme silent count on that last drive.
Oh yeah, no, it was huge, man. It was huge. Like I say probably about the third quarter of the game, just the momentum and everything. Like you can hear the crowd just get louder and louder more into the game, and then just on that drive, it was so loud they couldn't even the offense could barely even function. So it's been huge.
You guys' standard for a defense is very high, just because what you guys have done in the past. So when people look at against Green Bay, it's not like they gashed you, but Aaron Jones had 100 yards. That hadn't happened for a while. You guys didn't have any sacks. Do you feel like there's another level you guys have to reach? And were you guys not thrilled with that performance, or how?
Well, first, Aaron Jones is real good back. Like the way that he runs the ball, he don't run the ball like a little guy. You know what I mean? He runs the ball like he's the biggest guy on the field. So, he's one of them guys that you just got to give your respects to at the end of the day. And but are we worried about Detroit running the ball? Like it's our job to go out there and stop it. We don't look at our last game and say, oh, just because they got a few runs that. We're worried. They got all those runs on the same play. So if we can stop that play, it's probably going to eliminate majority of the runs that they had. So, but, it's just, that was a good team as well, too. So, it goes with a little bit of just, understanding the fits, doing our job, and then just playing hard as we can so that, even if it's not the perfect call, we can make it a, great call. So, we don't panic about what happened last week. We just live and learn from it and correct our mistakes and just keep moving forward and just being who we are.
Dre, this is your fourth NFC Championship appearance in 5 seasons. What do you feel like that experience has helped you this year compared to your rookie year and your first NFC Championship game against Green Bay?
Yeah, it's helped a lot. You kind of just know what to expect. Like, the jitterbugs that's going to come. Everything that's going to come with it. But I think the most crazy thing is, just from rookie year to now is you just feel like it's more important now, versus rookie year. You're not really sure what's going on, but now that I've been in it a few times, it's like, all right, I've been here before. I know, I know what it takes. I know how we got to play. I know how I got to play. And yeah, just we got to make sure we get the job done this year.
Is there a game this season that you're most proud of the team for, maybe coming back from a tough game the week before or anything like that stands out in your mind?
It was a couple games this year I feel like we were battle tested on. Honestly, just for me, it was probably that last game, just the way Brock went down when we needed him to and go and win that draw for us, and then how the game ended. I think it just shows a lot about the team. Like, it wasn't going perfect all day for the offense, but it's never going perfect all day for anybody. So you got to make the play whenever it's time for you to make the play. And they made the play going down to give us, that lead, to give us the confidence that, hey, like, we got to go get this stop. And I think that was just exactly just how the season, not how the season's been going, but it just shows the character of man and how bad we want it in the building. So.
On the broadcast, you told Johnny Hahn, I'm going to mess around and get another one, talking about interceptions. Did you feel like you were due for another one?
Yeah, I do. I feel like I'm due for another one too. So hopefully, we're gonna see it. We're gonna see what happens. I think hopefully it will.
Was there something Love that was doing that indicated that you could maybe get another one?
Not really. It's just a good old feeling. So hopefully we can get that feeling again.
Thank you, Dre.
Thank you. I appreciate it.